Okay, so today we're going to learn how to draw a bolt. I will be referring to this little diagram here for formulas and just overall steps on how to draw the bolt. Okay, um, so let's just start with the description of the bolt. So this is very similar to threads as to this tells us what our bolt is going to be like. So our first number is our diameter. That's a very important number because a lot of the things we do with the bolt are based off that number. Um, Second number will be the pitch. Just like in all the other threads, you put one over it. Our pitch is 12 threads per inch. And then you have the 2A, which tells us what type of fit it is and if it's internal or external. And then we have the 4.25, which is our length of our bolt. Then we have our hexagon bolt. We'll be doing the same thing with a square bolt. Okay, so to start, we first need to draw a top view of our bolt. So we have to find the diameter. And here you can see that this radius is 3/4 the diameter. So the diameter is basically the diameter of the circle is one half diameter. So it's 3/4 times 2 times 1.5. So I'm gonna do you can simply just do 3/4 times 1.5 would be 1.125, which is 1 1/8. I'm just gonna get my radius, go to the midpoint, then go out. And there is my circle. Remember this is a top view. So now I'm gonna go to a hex. I'm gonna go to my polygon. I want a 6-sided polygon, and I want to go from the middle, and I want to make sure that I select this one right here. I do not want it inside the circle. I want it to be outside the circle. And then you click, and then make sure that your flat parts are on the top and on the sides like this. This is very important. Okay. Next, I'm just going to draw a line down, and I will offset half of my diameter to each side. So that is 3/8. One in this direction, that direction. And then I'm just gonna make a line right here, and I'm gonna trim to that line. And now I have my diameter of my bolt. I need to start the top of my bolt, how the bolt looks from the front view, the top portion. That's so I have to first just project these lines down. Remember, this is my top view, is my front. Go this way, that way. Now I have to offset up, but I can go to this book, to this little diagram right here, and it tells me that thickness is 2/3 D, right? So 2/3 D. So I can do this. I will go up 3/4, and I can just hit div for divide. Select the line and divide it by 3, and then just copy this right here. And that is my line divided by 3. I can trim. And now I just have to project these lines down again, right here. And now I'm going to trim again. Now the second portion of developing our side view of the top of our bolt, we have to, so we did this already. Now we have to go at 60-degree angles. So 30/30. So make sure your polar is on 30. And then you're going to go from this corner, you're going to go 30 degrees this way. And you're also going to go 30 degrees this way. And now what you're going to do is make a circle radius from this point all the way straight up. And then you trim. trim, trim. And then just copy this to the other side. This is the same. And then in the middle, what you need to do is take an arc and go from that point, middle, to, this is off a little bit. Can't be off because I need to click right to it. Okay. Now I can go from middle, from there to middle to there. Okay. So that's basically my bolt like that. You can see 60 degrees. Now I need to go 30 degrees from this point in this direction. Okay. And now you just clean up. So trim. Okay. Now you trim there. You trim there. All right. Clean it up. And that is the top of our bolt in the front view. Now we need to go 4.25, 4.25 is the distance like that right there. So this is our length, right? So we can extend that there, there, there. Okay, so we have our length for our bolt, and we have it right here. So from here, I am going to go start my threads per inch. Now, the length that you go up by is, says right here, minimum thread length is 2D plus a quarter, right? For bolts up to 6 inches long. So this bolt is under 6 inches long. So we're going to go 3/4 times 2, which would be 1.5 plus a quarter, right? So 3/4 times 2 equals 1.5 plus a quarter. So that would equal 1 3/4. Okay. So that's as high as we're going to go over threads, right? So now we got to start setting up our threads, and our thread is 12 threads per inch. So we will go up. So I'm going to copy, go up 1 divided by 12, and go just copy it once more. And then before I start anything else, I have to go 45 degrees. I change this. So you can see right here, you need to go 45 degrees right there. Okay. So I'm going to go 45 degrees, like so, like so. And then I'm going to trim, trim. And I'm going to use this as a guideline for my minor diameter. I am showing this bolt as a simplified thread right now. So I'm just going to show lines for the threads. Okay. And then I'm just going to copy. And remember, I am copying up to this point. Okay. Just move these down to there. Okay. So I have my threads. My bolt's starting to take shape. Now I'm missing one more portion. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to mirror it. And then you see here how it says 7/8 D. So the thickness of the nut that goes in is 7/8. So again, what I'm gonna do is I will make a line that's 3/4 inch long. I'm gonna hit div for divide. I'll select the line and I'm gonna divide it by 8. And then all I am going to do is, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm just gonna stretch this portion all the way up to there. And there it is. And now I'm gonna bring it down into this area. It doesn't matter where, just somewhere in this area. And now I'll delete all the lines that you won't see. And now I'm gonna trim. All right. And there is your hex bolt for hex bolt that's 3/4 of an inch diameter, 12 threads per inch, 2A class, and 4.25 long. Now, the square bolt is very similar, so I'm just gonna go ahead, copy this over here. I'm actually gonna copy the whole thing. It is very similar, just a couple different things. I want to delete this, and when I go to my polygon, I will go to 4 sides instead of 6. Select again outer, and then I will just go like that on a corner. You're gonna want it to be that way. I will delete all these here. Remember the formulas are the same. The difference is just the shape of this, the shape of the nut on the top view, and the shape of it on the front here. So I'll just extend to that line, and then I want delete. Go down to the middle, and here, instead of going 60 from just these corners, you have to go 60 from each one like that. So I'm gonna make sure that my angle again is 30 degrees. I'm gonna go say 30 that way, and 30 this way, and bring the circle from this point up. And now I can trim. And I can mill. And now I need my 30 degrees here. From here this way, 30 degrees. From here this way, 30 degrees. You can do a quick check if you like as well. If you just want to see what this is like right here, this has to be 60. Which it is, great. That means I can move forward. Okay. Alright. I can go ahead and trim that there. Trim that here. Hopefully I did the same here. Nope, I didn't. Just trim, and that's the top. And then your nut is also the same. You just mirror it, and then again, you just gotta get the height right, which I can just take from here, put it there, and then just stretch it. And just for time's sake, I am going to just place it on the same spot. Yeah. bring it down. So there's my square nut, right? This is my hexagon. And then I will just color. So this whole thing is green. Basically, the majority of it is all green, except for the threads. Same thing here. Okay. I might change these to red. And change these to a lighter color. And now that I know that, I will be placing them on you can place them on a title block. Sometimes for nuts and bolts, full size is too small. So you may have to go a little bit bigger. Let's see how this works out. This seems like it's gonna work out. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to massage this a little bit. Make sure I unlock my layer first, my viewport. Bring that down. Bring those up. Okay. And then you just fill these out, print out as a PDF, and submit. You will also have one of your own you need to do with addition of these two. So that's it for today's lesson. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.